Hey everybody, welcome to a mini episode of Long Story Short, the podcast. I'm Megan.
I'm Wendy.
And today we are talking all about summer snacks. And can I just say that as much as we don't do any of the hullabaloo on these mini episodes, I'm kind of missing the hullabaloo because I've not seen you in forever. I feel like we haven't talked. So I'm really looking forward to our next actual big episode.
Oh, okay. Like, you mean like all the, what's going on in our lives type?
Yeah.
What are you loving? What are you hating sort of
Yes.
conversation? Yeah, okay. It's coming soon. It's coming back.
Yeah. We have a website, meganandwendy.com, and it is chock full of information. And if you love summer snacks, we have some posts that we can point you to that we will link in the show notes of this episode. We have a very easy whoopie pie recipe. We have a pineapple upside down cake recipe. We have some great roundups of no churn ice cream recipes and lemon desserts for summer. So check those out if you need some sweet, snacky treat ideas.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I know you wrote the no churn ice cream recipe roundup, and I know that it does very well on our blog too.
Yeah.
What does no churn mean? Like,
It means you don't need an ice cream maker to make these ice creams.
so then how do you make it then?
Well, you have to read the blog post to find out.
Okay. I was just at Target and I saw they had this cutest container for like homemade ice cream, and I was so tempted to buy it. However, I don't have an ice cream maker, and
we have the blog post for you.
I know. I'm gonna leave a link in the show notes too to this really cute like container for your homemade ice cream too. It's really cute.
We used to have an ice cream maker, but it was huge and it took up so much space, and we would use it like once or twice a year, and we finally got rid of it. Anyway, to answer your question, I'm looking at a couple of these recipes. Most of these are just like mix up the ingredients, pour them in some sort of
Container?
and freeze them.
Oh.
They're specifically designed to not need an ice cream maker to make them work.
Well, maybe that's why it's so popular then.
That's right, because not everybody wants to spend the money or to store a single-use appliance.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Speaking of sweet,
Yes. I want to hear what kind of sweets you eat.
I mean, pretty much all of them. I love a sweet year-round, but I've got some summer-specific sweets.
Okay.
Have you ever had a true fruit?
Yeah, I have them in my freezer right now.
Which one?
The ones you're just about to talk about.
My personal favorite true fruit are the dark chocolate covered raspberries. I know they have milk chocolate covered strawberries as well. I don't actually know if they have any other varieties, but I don't need any other variety because I love the dark chocolate covered raspberries.
Do you eat these at night or like during the day?
I'm an equal opportunity true fruiter.
The reason I ask is like I'm trying to cut out like eating too much sugar in after dinner because I find that it gives me a really bad headache the following morning. Like I have a sugar hangover.
Yeah.
So I have these in my freezer. They've been in there about 3 weeks. They've never been opened. It's because like I don't think about them until after dinner, and then I go, nope, I don't want to have that because I don't want a sugar hangover in the morning.
Oh, I've totally had them like mid-afternoon. Like just go sit in your backyard with a couple pieces of true fruit.
Okay, I'll give them a run this afternoon. How about that?
Put a reminder in your phone.
I will do that.
I love a s'more. My daughter and her friend made s'mores last night. They made them over the fire with the skewer, the whole bit. But I don't always love all that. That's a lot of work sometimes. Do not sleep on a microwave s'more. We buy the s'more marshmallows, which are the big square ones. 12 seconds in the microwave. I mean, test your microwave because they can get out of control very quickly. But my personal sweet spot is 12 seconds in the microwave. It makes them ooey and gooey. And just sandwich that with the s'more toppings of your choice. I'm a purist, but people use things like Reese's peanut butter cups or Nutella. I'm just a Hershey's and a Honey Maid graham cracker and a giant square marshmallow kind of gal.
You are so funny. Like I just imagine like this big, huge marshmallow getting, jet puff size in your. Can you? Oh, what a mess that would make. If it got on like the roof of the microwave. Oh boy. You can throw those in the oven too. Like, have you ever seen that? Like, where they, if you were making something more than just a single serving, like if you wanted to just like layer them in like a pie dish or whatever and throw them in the oven.
I have seen that, and I've also seen them done on the barbecue, like if you're barbecuing other stuff to just throw them on. But when that happens, the graham cracker got really like almost stale.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe it was just a bad experience, but you can't beat the convenience of the microwave, is all I'm
Okay.
saying.
Do you eat a s'more outside of summer ever?
Sure.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, like, we like s'mores, and we make them year-round in the backyard. Yes, I will eat a s'more outside of summer. It feels summery, but I will eat them outside of summer.
Okay.
You would not.
I would. I just don't think about it. It's a summer treat for me. You know what I mean? It's
Is
sorry.
a smoothie a snack?
No, that is a meal for me.
Yeah, I think it could go either way.
It's because there's so much to making it. There's a lot of steps to making it. So like it's not something you can just like, that's why it feels like a meal.
I got
you
it.
know?
Well, I love a smoothie, whether it's a snack or a meal. I've been making a ton of them. My current favorite recipe is half a frozen banana, half a cup of oats, half a cup of oat milk, half a cup of some sort of frozen mixed berries, whatever I have purchased at the store recently, and sometimes yogurt. It's delicious.
Okay. Is it liquidy enough to drink through a straw? Or do you have to eat it with a spoon?
I have big smoothie straws, but yes, I drink them through a straw.
Are they reusable?
Of course. Save the turtles.
Okay, I have a question about the oats though. Are we talking just like regular old like
Straight up
oats
dry
in a can?
rolled oats. Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like a TikTok made me try it situation. But then I Googled like what is the benefit of oats in a smoothie, and first of all, oats are good for heart health, which I like.
Good.
They also make the smoothie more filling. Fiber's good for you. It doesn't taste oaty. I
was wondering if it tasted like chewy, maybe.
No,
No.
not in my experience.
Oh, cool. I mean, I like oats. I mean, I think I talked about those mush, which is basically
Yes.
overnight oats. They're
Yeah,
they're
no, I
yummy.
mean it doesn't have like an overnight oaty taste to it. They just get blended up into the smoothie.
Yummy. I'm gonna slide in here with a suggestion:
Yeah.
an acai bowl.
Yes.
Now, I would never make these at home because I like too many things in mine, and I don't ever want to have all those things in my pantry.
Kind of like making a salad at home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's this new spot in town, and I typically don't like acai bowls. Like, they really hurt my stomach, and I don't know why. I could never figure out why. I think I figured out why.
Oh.
Because I'm allergic to cashews, and I think the ones that I was getting were made with cashew milk.
Uh-huh.
And I never knew that. I always equated it with the acai for some reason. But anyway, there's this new place in town, and they have like, it's basically like if you were to go to like a yogurt bar, like they fill up your
yes,
cup.
I love that.
You choose what your base, and then you put all your toppings on it, and it's amazing. And they don't have just acai; they have like coconut, they have mango, they have like a chocolatey something or other. All of them are dairy free and delicious. And so I go, yeah, I like all the toppings, and the toppings I put on them are like chia seeds and chia pudding and granola and fruit. It's so dang delicious.
I want to
love
try
it.
that.
I want to go get one this afternoon, maybe.
Yeah.
So good.
That sounds good.
I will, if you're in the Orange County area, I will put a link to the shop is called. I can't remember what it is offhand, but it's yummy. It's expensive though.
Aren't they like $10?
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have two different sizes, but I think my daughter and I, when we go get one, it's like just under $20, which is like not an everyday treat,
No. Speaking of everyday treats, my daughter discovered Nutella. We don't typically buy it because owning a jar of Nutella, I'm not going to use it enough of it to like use up a full jar. And she went to a slumber party where they made crepes and then they put Nutella on it. And my daughter says like, I'm a picky eater, but I'm not a picky dessert eater, and fell in love with Nutella. And then this friend gave her Nutella for her birthday because she loved it so much. So we have Nutella in the house. I know you hate Nutella.
I don't care for it. No.
Yeah. We never buy it. And she's like, can I have a Nutella sandwich? Can I have it? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it's just like chocolate spread is not like a all day, every day situation.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to find ways. So turns out we really like apples and Nutella.
I mean, that's a healthy combo. I mean, it's balance, right?
Yeah, like, and I don't need all of their snacks to be healthy. I'm just saying, like, I don't need a chocolate spread on, like, every slice of toast and every sandwich, which I guarantee you she would enjoy.
It's good to eat with pretzels, too. That's how my daughter eats it. Pretzel
Yeah.
sticks. Yeah.
Next up, we make a lot of soda floats in the summer in this house. And I don't say root beer floats because while we do make them that way, we also sometimes do like a cherry Coke float or a orange soda float or a regular Coke float. The mini cans of soda are great for this because they're just the right amount.
Megan's house always has the best sodas. You can always find a good soda at Megan's house.
We like to keep a variety of soda on hand. Mm-hmm. We buy pretty much exclusively the mini cans these days. And of course, you can adjust the ice cream flavor. We never do. We always do just straight up vanilla ice cream. But my husband makes a ton of ice cream soda floats in the summer.
Do you partake in these?
I typically don't because I don't usually have dairy-free vanilla ice cream on hand.
Yeah.
I like the idea, but I just don't usually have it. So no, but I would.
I mean, you know what still scratches the same itch for me? It would be like a cup full of the really good ice, which we have, with a soda.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't need the creamy component to it, like an ice cold
I could
Coke.
add some coffee creamer to it like they do in Utah.
Just make yourself a dirty soda at home. Why haven't we thought about that? That's what we should do. You could have a vanilla Coke. Yum, delicious. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Megan has the craziest note on here, and it's straight out of the 1950s.
But it isn't. Okay. It's not what you're thinking. My question is, there is a snack going around. It's on TikTok, but I'm sure it existed before then. I actually Googled it and it came up as like a Weight Watchers friendly snack. No, forget it. Just hear me out. It is grapes and Jello, but it is not in the way you're thinking. It is grapes, regular grapes, rinsed, washed. And I've seen different methods, but some people use like a citrus juice, like a lemon juice to coat them. Some people just get them a little bit wet. And then you sprinkle Jello powder on them. You're not making Jello. And toss them in the Jello powder, and then you freeze them. So you get like a frozen grape with a sour, crunchy-ish shell on the outside.
Okay.
Would you try that?
Yeah, it sounds like candy.
Yeah, I do think it sounds like candy. But here's what I don't understand. Are the people out here living in the world who don't have sensitive teeth? Because that sounds like just like pain to me.
I think a hard frozen grape sounds terrible. They can't be totally frozen, right? They have to be like slightly frozen.
Must be young people who like haven't ruined their teeth yet with like decades of soda. I don't know. My teeth are sensitive. Like I can't chew on a frozen grape. That's painful.
Yeah. I hear you. I don't know. I kind of want to try this.
I kind of want to try it too.
I imagined like Jello,
with grapes inside.
Jello. Yes.
Yeah,
and I was like,
a Jello
that's
salad.
Disgusting.
Yeah. No.
Okay. I might try that. Maybe I'll make that today.
And finally, this isn't specifically summer, but I am obsessed. I can't stop buying them. It's sweetheart ropes. I have often said they taste like an electrical cord, but in a good way.
Yes.
I just love them. I love them. Now, every once in a while, I get a bag that, like, the texture is off. Like, maybe they're stale. I don't know. And I'm like, oh, this is a bad one. And then I think, like, if somebody tried these and thought, like, this is what they tasted like, they would never try them again. But if you get a good one, I enjoy the texture combo of them. Wendy thinks they're gross. I'm just putting it out there. Throw some in your cart next time you're in a grocery store.
I have a candy note here that I want to add.
Okay.
I'm really into the mini Starbursts. Like, you get a bag of
unwrapped
mini,
little square ones?
Yeah. I nearly devoured an entire like family size bag the other night and then woke up with the worst headache in my life. So that's why I'm off candy right
Well,
now.
and like acid reflux too. Doesn't candy before bed give you acid
Oh,
reflux?
the worst. Yes. Yes.
I wake up with a sore throat if I eat candy before bed, and I know it's just because that like acid's just been like churning away all night long.
Ugh. But anyway,
Don't get old, guys.
yeah, and don't eat candy before bed. But if you see some mini unwrapped Starburst, they're really good.
Speaking of Starburst, have you seen Starburst? I believe they're called Starburst Air.
No.
It says inflated with flavor, Starburst Airs are a fluffier and squishier take on your favorite juicy squares. Now, here's where I think you may not like them. They come in a lot of different flavors. Like they have their original Starburst flavors. They have sour tropical. Anyway, what they taste like to me is they have like a little bit of a sour sugar coating, but not an extreme, not like a Sour Patch Kid, but just like a light soury coating. And the texture of the candy itself is not unlike the, like in a Haribo gummy where it has like the white foam candy section. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I absolutely do.
It's similar to that texture throughout with just this slightly soury sugar coating. I actually like them. They're definitely not for everybody. There are people who are going to find this texture abhorrent. I kind of think they're fun. Putting it out there.
I'm intrigued. I don't always like a gummy because I feel like they sit in my stomach like they just like a big
These are lighter.
brick. Yeah, that's why I'm like maybe I will try these.
Hey, let's talk salty.
Yes, this is where like I really like my snacks. I like the salty
This is where
snacks.
you shine.
Yeah, even though I only have like 2 additions to our list here.
That's okay. Can I recommend a Trader Joe's patio chip to you?
Oh, patio chip. Yes, I don't know what that is.
They are potato chips. It is a mix of flavors in one bag. It is sea salt and vinegar, delicious dill, home-style ketchup, and smoke and sweet barbecue. Now, let me tell you, I don't like sea salt and vinegar chips. I don't think I would like a dill chip. I would never purposely buy a ketchup chip. And yet, mixed together, they're delicious.
Mixed together, it sounds like a hamburger.
Yes, they're very good. They're just a great potato chip for snacking.
Is it like all their leftover wacky flavors in one bag?
I mean, I don't like to think of it. It's not like a TJ Maxx chip. Like I always feel like TJ Maxx snacks are like old
old
stale
are you?
unsold snacks.
Yeah. Even though they say they aren't, but yeah, I know. Because Trader Joe's has, at like the holiday time, they'll have like a 10 of all kinds of wacky stuff. And I'm like,
yeah.
Is this just their leftover production? Like they're just trying to get rid of?
No. I refuse.
Okay, I'm going to look for those next time I go because I love a dill chip. Actually,
You
I
should
like
try them.
but I don't like salt and vinegar. That would totally
Neither
turn
do
me
I.
off.
Neither do I.
Okay, tell me about cowboy caviar.
So this is not new, but it has recently gone viral on TikTok. A TikToker by the name of Bria she makes it regularly and it just looks delicious. Now her version is very ingredient heavy and much like your comment about the acai bowl in my comment salad, sometimes this is a turnoff for me, but she has 4 colors of bell pepper, jalapenos, red onion, mango, corn, feta cheese, black olives, black beans, pinto beans, and an avocado. Plus she makes her own dressing, which includes spicy honey, which by the way, they sell at Trader Joe's and I've been wanting to buy. So that's a lot of ingredients for me to buy just for myself because I'm not sure that anybody else in the house.
It's a lot of chopping. Too much chopping.
So much chopping, but I really want to try it. And then she just eats it with like a giant tortilla chip. So I might try it. But that's like $40 worth of produce right there.
Inflation, man.
I know.
It's too much.
Really expensive, but I do want to try it.
That's okay. Well, we'll save it for like when I come over to record, and then we'll make it. And okay, sounds good. I'm gonna slide in here again with my favorite bitchin' sauce. The chipotle is always the best. I just love it so much. I love it with veggies. But I also particularly like it with Trader Joe's plantain chips.
That sounds amazing.
They're just like banana chips.
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
They're plantains, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I do.
they're so good. It's so good. And it makes me feel like I'm not eating like a unhealthy. Is somebody taking a shower?
You can hear that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear the shower.
Oh, I just turned it on.
Anyway, I love those chips and I love the bitchin' sauce. Always, always, and forever.
We've talked about bitchin' sauce a lot here, but for those unfamiliar, it is an almond-based dip. It's really good. It's totally dairy-free. It's vegan. It comes in a lot of flavors, but we fully believe the Chipotle is the superior flavor.
Yeah, don't let the almond dip like turn you off. It's really good. Like you would never know otherwise.
I agree. It has like a hummus-like texture to me, but better. So much better.
I agree.
Now, this is a classic dip that people have been making for years. I did not make this up, but it is so easy and fresh tasting and delicious that it bears repeating. And that is the combo of Trader Joe's fresh bruschetta, plus their fresh, fully cooked lentils, plus feta cheese. Trader Joe's has in-store vegan feta for us dairy-free ladies, if that is your jam. I have made it without the cheese in the past, but I do think it adds something a little special. I made this and took it to a family event a couple of months ago, and people raved. It is good, and it tastes fresh, and you can just dig into it with a pile of pita chips. I love it.
Yeah, no one would eat that here except for me. Finally, I know you talked about TikTok, and this was going around TikTok, was like a rice cake, and then you put peanut butter on it, and then you pour chocolate over it. Have you seen that on TikTok?
No.
What?
No,
You're
I have
the
not.
TikTok queen. Yeah, it was like
my FYP.
anyway, it was you would pour chocolate over it and it would set and then it would like you would like break it open and people were like, it's amazing. Well, like I'm lazy, so I just make rice cakes and peanut butter and that hits the spot for me.
I do love a rice cake and peanut butter. That's a snack I forget about, but that's a good one.
And I gotta tell you, like I was at Target the other day. I needed peanut butter. There was no Jif peanut butter because I think of that outbreak that they had. You know, it's the recall that they had, so there was like none on the shelf.
Uh-huh.
I ended up grabbing a like Target brand peanut butter that I haven't tried yet, but I'm like, whatever. It's the only thing here.
And how was it?
I haven't tried it yet.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gotta be good though. My preference is Jif. I like Jif.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't want salmonella or whatever was
We
going
can
around.
still find Jif, but we can only find small jars of Jif. They don't seem to be producing the larger ones.
Maybe it was just a Target issue that day. I don't know.
Yeah. So look, I'm not just sitting over here mowing on potato chips all day. I do eat the occasional fruit. We are huge watermelon fiends this year, and the fastest thing to turn me off of watermelon is a bad watermelon, and then I decide that all watermelon is bad. Because a bad watermelon is so depressing. But a good watermelon is really good. And there's lots of tips on how to find a good one. My mother-in-law like thumps on them so they make a certain sound. I just look for one with a big yellow spot. You don't want a pretty one. You want a big yellow spot on them.
And that means it's been like sitting on the ground, right?
I guess that means they're sweet. I don't know. But by following that rule of thumb, we've had great watermelons all summer long.
Did you know I don't like watermelon?
I think as I was saying that, I kind of knew you didn't like it.
I don't know why. Texturally, maybe I don't care for
yeah.
it. I like the watermelon flavor. Like,
Yes.
not just
Hubba
like,
Bubba watermelon.
no, I was going to say not just Jolly Rancher, but like,
Yeah.
like if I had a watermelon juice, I would drink that. I just
Okay.
don't like the fruit. I never
I have
have.
to edit that burp out of our. I probably can't. So if you heard that, yes, that's my husband in the shower burping in the shower.
For me, finally, I love this summer season of stone fruit. Like I love a plum, an apricot, a peach, a nectarine all day, every day. I love it with cottage cheese. I know it sounds disgusting and old,
I
but
love
here
fruit
we
and
are.
cottage cheese. Actually,
So good.
it's funny you said that because I forgot that one thing I like in the summer is sourdough toast with a giant slice of tomato on it, just like salt and peppered.
Oh, look at you.
Delicious. If I can find good tomatoes. Like we don't grow our own, and sometimes grocery store tomatoes are kind of like depressing. Mm-hmm. But if you can find a good tomato, good piece of toast, delicious.
You don't put anything else on it, like butter on the toast?
Sometimes, don't judge me, friends, mayo.
Oh, that's like a sandwich. That's like a BLT. Yeah, that's fine. Minus the lettuce and bacon. right?
Yeah, it feels more like snacky than meal-y.
Yeah. You know what would be really good on that is some bitchin' sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Sourdough toast with like a little bit of bitchin' sauce and a tomato with salt and pepper. Oh my God, that would be so good.
Guys, go forth and snack this summer. We hope you enjoyed this mini episode of the podcast. If you love this podcast, we encourage you to leave your 5-star ratings and reviews. We just got a new one that we loved, but I'm going to save that one for next time, friends. If you need links to anything, you can always find our show notes at meganandwendy.com/podcast. Have a great summer, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.